Well, welcome back. We're going to pick up where we left off, and this is going to be the second of 5 videos looking at Wheeler's most excellent book, Security Risk Management, and specifically at Chapter 7. And what we're going to pick up during this particular video is assurance models. So we're going to talk about the confidentiality, integrity, availability, accountability model. You can see that on this screen. Positive and negative security model. You'll see that on the next screen. And then we'll get into some access control models that apply as a form of an assurance model. So an assurance model is we're trying to assure that the data is protected, and we're using a particular framework for doing so. And in the case of the CIAA model, what we're doing is we're taking 4 independent variables. That means they're not linked. There's not a connection between them. And we're looking at confidentiality, integrity, availability, accountability associated with that information. So can I read the information? Can I change the information? Can I get to the information? And do I know what has happened to that information, or those kind of variables? And so this little note over on the side says you can have high confidentiality and low accountability. You can have high confidentiality and low integrity. So those things do occur within this model, but this is one particular model for providing assurance that your information is being protected. It's also a great model for teaching. But let's move forward and look at 2 other models, positive and negative security models. Okay? In the positive security model, what you're doing is you're going out and denying everything, and you're only allowing by exception. In the negative security model, you're allowing everything, and you're denying by exception. So if you look over to the no shirt, no shoes, no service, and then the no couple of other things associated with it, that's a negative security model. They're allowing everybody in, but apparently you cannot speak Canadian street slang in this particular restaurant. You cannot bring a mariachi band with you, apparently. So they allow everybody in except for these list that looks to be 16, 19 different things that you can't allow folks to do. And you'll see these models everywhere. If you look at our network has a positive security model. We deny everything and then allow by exception based on us going in and making a judgment call about what's coming into that particular model. If you think about your antivirus software, it actually allows everything in, but then it denies by going through a signature file of millions of digital signatures of different virus and malware attacks. So those are examples of a positive security model and a negative security model. Finally, a different way of doing assurance is by access control. And again, you should be comfortable. You've probably used each of these 4 different mechanisms. One is based on discretionary access control, and that is whoever the owner of the system is can restrict access to resources based on identity and need to know of the user or groups. If you look at Windows and the different groups, whoever the admin of the system is can go in and set up users and give them different permissions that are discretionary based on what they're doing. Another way of doing this is going in and looking at their actual job responsibilities and then defining who has access and to what degree they have access. And that's called role-based access control. To build upon that, you can actually then go in and build rules associated with that, and you're comparing the resource to the person who's trying to get in to determine who has access to a particular system. And then finally, the idea of expanding on that, where you're using application layer data and you're using the content of what they're doing to form rules to complement some state-based rules that you've built before. So those are 4 different ways of doing this, moving down, if you will, in terms of complexity from discretionary to role-based to rule-based to content-based access control. And each, as you move down that pipe, you're getting greater control over and greater feedback on assurance associated with a particular service. All right, well, very good. That brings us to the end of second of 5 videos looking at Wheeler's most excellent book, Security Risk Management. What we're going to do during the next video is, it's a longer video actually, and we're going to spend a bit of time talking about core services that you're going to find within an operation. So keep on studying, keep on learning, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.